Guys, just wanted to do my reaction video to The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 7, The Time for After. The last episode, I guess, I guess you can say there was, well, I guess like the biggest things that are happening and what's going to be the focus on this episode is trying to negotiate with, like the mercenaries that betrayed them and went to work for Negan. There's the fact that Negan and Father Gabriel were able to escape from the trailer where they were overwhelmed by walkers and get back to the sanctuary. Especially when there was like civil unrest within the sanctuary, and Negan was able to bring back order, but Father Gabriel looks like he's sick and possibly been bitten. Basically, and Eugene finds out that Dwight is the traitor working within the Negan's inner circle, and actually going to try to help Rick and overthrow Negan. And now I guess the whole episode is going to explore, what Eugene's going to do, if he's going to worry about just trying to save his own hide or actually just do the right thing.
I need to see the sanctuary. We both do.
We got a lot more work to do.
One of our own is doing this right now.
You need to see Dr. Carson 2.0 ASAP.
Dude, your choice is to forget Negan, switch sides again.
No.
Well, it's not ready. Our neck is in a noose of the deceased and it is tightening with every tick-tock. Are you not distressed that we're trapped?
I was already trapped here. You've got until tomorrow, Eugene, and then we renegotiate. I need help sleeping too.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do. You help them, Eugene. You help him. I tried to stop this. Me and Frankie, we came to you and we asked you for your help. You could have changed this place into something else, something better. But you took care of you. And now you gotta live with that. I hope this helps. But it won't.
After we do this, their only choice is to give up.
It's risky. They could see the truck coming.
There weren't any more weapons at the Savior's warehouse, right? No more rockets for the RPGs. We work with what we got.
You got me.
Michonne's right. What you're talking about is risky. Things could go bad.
The truck with the speakers almost took all those walkers away. It almost did go bad. Something else could.
Even if it don't, we don't got the Kingdom Fighters no more. And if the Saviors want to put up a fight, we don't got the numbers to make them surrender.
That's why Rick's talking to the scavengers.
You got shot. They lied to us. You believe them now?
I believe in Rick Grimes.
I could have done something. Sooner to end this. I knew about those weapons at Oceanside, and I waited. I didn't do shit about it. With or without you, I'm not letting that happen again.
I'm out.
Sasha's iPod.
I came here because I wanted to see things for myself. I wanted to know that things were gonna work. But you know what? I don't get to know that. None of us do. What I do know is that things are working now. So maybe We just need to trust that things are gonna keep working, because this, what we're about to do, it's not worth risking us.
It is for me. It just is.
I hope it works. I really, really do, but I can't do it. I just can't.
From that thing. Back away from it.
I'm attempting to save people, Dwight. And killing me is killing a great many innocents. When this bird slips its early bounds, it's gonna Pied Piper away the cold corpses and free this place.
And the people here alive. We can get rid of Negan. Just Negan. We're almost there.
Negan ain't the dying type, Dwight.
Oh, but you are, Eugene.
I am. That's exactly why I have not yet stepped back, as it were. By my reckoning, I have two selects on facing my fate.
Arrow, you're clear to the south. You and Tara should head home.
The answer is no! I will never nod on your nail and be on board with your plan. Your invite is declined. I will not end up like Sasha or you. You both made your choices, what I imagine most would calculate as the right thing. Rolled your D20s and came up dead, seemingly soon to be. I cannot do the same. Now judge me if you choose. But I'm seeing 20 for 20. I'm feeling 10 for 10. I'm receiving 5 by 5. Just staying safe means staying alive. And I'm A-okay with doing whatever it takes to lock that down. So I will obey Negan. I will not cover for anyone's U-turn and loyalties, and I will damn well make sure that Dr. Carson stays cozy, comfy right here in case I ever require his healing expertise. And I won't feel bad about it.
Dean, how does it feel to be the second most important person here? How does it feel to save these good people?
It feels great. Got something else of urgency for you. Another item solved.
More than a way out and the promise of bullets on the way. Jesus, Eugene, you are magnificent.
I am.
So what is it? Tell me. What?
We had the stairs, but the dead ones have the lower level, the whole thing.
Not much longer. See, Eugene has solved us a way out of this mess. And he actually says he has a topper.
Subdue!
walking out now. And me walking out means all of you die. My people, there's a lot of them. Won't attack today, but we will attack.
That's, yeah. Yeah, right. Okay. Not that I'm saying, okay, in no way, and I've heard all these stories about Josh McDermott ever since they did gave him the storyline of him, like, basically joining up with it, defecting to the Saviors just to save his own ass, has been, I mean, I know the actor himself is, like I said, like, the writer's writing, the actors act, and I know he's gotten, like, so much backlash for it and constant death threats to the point where he had to close all of his social media accounts at the end of last season, and he still gets a lot of flack for it when people come out to it in public, but it's just, like, I can kind of see, like, where the anger is coming from. It's just, like, it's being so selfish and cowardly that even I'm finding it tough to watch. That it's just, like, he's working for the man who basically bashed the skull in of two of his friends, and he basically, instead of just, I mean, I get, like, Rick was at this point where he was subservient to, I don't know, just, like, to Negan, you know, at the beginning of first half of, like, season 7, but, like, at some point, like, even he has to realize that it's just, even, like, he realized that it wasn't worth, like, that it wasn't even it wasn't worth it, that even he had to realize he had to make a plan and, you know, stand up to him, and it seems like he's fully willing to submit to Negan even after he was taken hostage. And I mean, apparently he's feeling guilty about it. I mean, the guy has a conscience for doing the wrong. I mean, never a conscience that when he does the wrong thing, it gets the better of him. I mean, that's why he admitted to not being a scientist or knowing anything about a cure for the zombie apocalypse, you know, a few seasons back. And I mean, I'm hoping that he's going to do the right thing at the end, but it's just the problem is that I kind of just want to. It still makes it stomach churning just how cowardly he is, and I kind of rather this storyline just come to an end sooner rather than later. But it is nice to know that he is conflicted about it, and especially that whole flashback to Sasha Walker was. You know, hey, I'm a sucker for jump scares. I don't know what to tell you. And I just feel like, yeah, I never thought I'd be in a situation where I would hate Eugene but like Dwight. And that, you know, and I guess like it still keeps things interesting how it just seems like they're good. There's nobody, I mean, there are people, like, on both sides where you have, like, the saviors that are loyal and the saviors that are just kind of, like, reluctant, and, you know, there's strength in numbers, and that woman that came up with Eugene saying that he could have done something and helped them overthrow Negan and, you know, made the sanctuary better, but he didn't, just because he wanted to be in a position of power and also survive. As he's mentioned several times, that it's like, I mean, he apparently still cares. Apparently, he still cares about, you know, he still cares about the. I mean, he still cares on some level. I mean, otherwise he wouldn't be so like conflicted. But the thing is that he's also scared out of his. He's also scared witless of death. That it just seems like that seems to be driving his decision making more than anything. And I guess like there's a big, I don't know, I guess it's a prediction. There's this something, there was like a promo for the show where apparently for the 90-minute mid-season finale next week, there was going to be this big talk. This is going to have an ending or a moment that people won't stop talking about. So my prediction is, I don't know if it's just going to be I mean, I feel like Father Gabriel at this point is just going to become a walker, but I feel like the prediction is that it's going to be the major the major event is going to be a character death, or someone's going to do something really out of character, or do something completely unexpected that is going to people are going to be slack-jawed and are going to be talking about it or fuming about it during the winter hiatus for the show. But anyway, getting back to the characters, I mean, I like how I guess they have Rosita, who's like working with Michonne, and Tara, and Daryl and Morgan, and how almost all of them, like, they just wanted, they don't give it, they've all been through hell, and they either lost a loved one or been humiliated by humiliated by Negan at some point, that it's kill or be killed. All saviors are guilty by association. They have no compulsions about making them surrender. Especially Daryl, who was like locked in he was like imprisoned at the sanctuary and locked in the room and humiliated. The saviors killing Denise, Tara's girlfriend, and I guess also the fact, and there's also the deaths of Abraham and Glenn, but that's like how Rosita is the one who's kind of like learned from not being consumed by revenge, considering how last season it her obsession with revenge led to her, getting Olivia killed, as well as Eugene being taken hostage and is probably, and in a sense, like almost like indirectly responsible for why he switched sides in the first place, and also the reason for, and also just feels guilty for being so obsessed with going against Rick's orders of waiting and being patient to waiting for the right time to strike and just not doing it. Then now Sasha's dead, and now it's just like it's not worth it. Like, it's just gonna do more harm than good. And but at the same time, it's like she realized she understands how they feel, and she realized that you can't talk them out of it, and she just has to hope for the best, and either they'll work out, or either things will work out or learn from the hard way. But it just seems like it's more of a case where they're kind of just going down the same path that she's going, because now you have, they had this whole thing where where they had the garbage truck go through the sanctuary building, and now it's like Rick's pretty much lost the advantage of getting the saviors to surrender and executing Negan, because it's like they're no longer surrounded by the walkers, and apparently they've been able to, and I guess like the saviors have been able to take care of all of them. So now it's just like they lost the, like Rick's group, they lost the advantage. But at the same time, it's like you can understand like both sides' motivations, and why there seems a kind of a schism among like the main cast. One who just wants revenge on the saviors, and like take no prisoners, and Rick wants to be smart about it and not just make it about revenge and not feel like they're otherwise like what makes them better than them. And I think it's like a good way to create some conflict. And of course, like Morgan and company, they were more fuel to this like go ahead and just start taking out saviors one by the masses, considering like how they like overwhelmed the members of the kingdom, and now it's like I think almost all of them or most of them are dead, and it's just like I don't know. It's like I'm conflicted as to like which side to take at this point. Like it's kind of because I can see both sides, and it's not like say like watching Captain America. It's not exactly like watching like say like Captain America Civil War, where it's like I can understand both sides, but I have a clear stance on whose side I was taking. On this in this case, like, I don't know who's right. Like, Morgan, like Morgan and Tara and Daryl and those guys, or Rick. I mean, but it seems like it's leaning towards Rick, especially considering how it's going to come back to hurt them, come back to bite them, I guess, in the mid-season finale and throughout the season. Again, like, and I guess, like, because of the, and I guess because Dwight is trying to help both the saviors, at least the ones that are like don't buy into Negan's BS, as well as help Rick's group, as it kind of leads to whether or not it raises an interesting question as to whether Tara would be able to forgive Dwight for accidentally killing Denise. And there's also the fact that I guess, like, if the push comes to shove and Eugene does the right thing, like, will the group take him back? Personally, I think it'll probably be, and I feel like maybe Rick, Maggie, and Carol are like the three people that stick out in my mind who would be like they'll have like the easiest time forgiving him. And then I think it would had to go with probably like Rick, Maggie, or probably, I guess, and then maybe, I mean, I know like Tara's supposed to be the more forgiving person just because like she was on the wrong side of things, working with the governor, but considering like Negan and his company has turned out to be like seem like they're a more ruthless group, it's time will tell. But it just feels like that's a situation where it's going to take him maybe like a season or a season and a half, in which even if he does defect back to Rick's group, that it's gonna be a while before he can like fully redeem himself. That's something that's going to be like dragged out. Assuming he does get a redemption arc. But the fact is, like, as like, I feel like if Rick is able to like trust the scavengers, even like, I feel like, and this is why he's like, if he's so willing to trust the scavengers even after they betrayed him and sold him out to and sided with Negan, is because like they're mercenaries. They don't believe in any kind of cause. They just want supplies and just looking to survive by any means. Like, it's not. So it's like the fact that he's trying to like have him, like, he's like going back to them, and even after they like humiliated him and have him fight that Walker, and it's like he still trusts them. It's like it just seems like kind of idiotic. So it's like, it's like fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, then it's like I don't get it. But again, I feel like that might be just sort of just. It gives you like an insight into how trusting Rick is, or like how bad, or at least how desperately he needs allies after the kingdom got ambushed. I think it's probably I don't know, like, which, it's probably a combination of the two. I don't know what's a better factor: Rick's being desperate, or the king, or Rick's being just that trusting. Personally, I wouldn't trust Jadis or the Scavengers just because of what they did. That's just my personal preference. But I guess we'll see how it plays out in the finale and the mid-season finale next week. It's going to be 90 minutes. Hopefully it won't. I mean, my personal thing is that I feel like they just, season 6 and 7, they just made the mistakes of just doing like random 90-minute episodes that would just kind of like affected the pacing of the whole season and the storytelling, and it just felt like completely gratuitous. And I hope they don't make that same mistake again, which is why I'm a little bit worried about this episode being 90 minutes. About like, I hope it's not just like gratuitously long. I hope it's just not another one of these episodes in which like the whole thing could have been told in about an hour, and like the other like 30 minutes is just fluff. But they prove me wrong. The season so far has been learning from its mistakes. The show's been learning from its mistakes this season, so I'm going in with an open mind and being optimistic about it. But anyway, guys, what do you think about tonight's episode. What are you looking forward to for next week? What are your predictions? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.